Hey everyone, it's Argonath here from The Right Way, and piece of news that will maybe interest some of us living in New Zealand, maybe not so much for people outside of New Zealand, but it's another example of the biased left-wing mainstream media that infects New Zealand as well as other countries in the world. If you're not in New Zealand, then we had this massive protest on the Parliament grounds because of the vaccine mandates that were stopping people from continuing in their jobs if they didn't want to get vaccinated. And there was kind of a big riot there when they went to break it all up. Um, and of course, political parties did not want to get involved with any of the protesters because the left-wing media had tainted every single one of the protesters as anti-vaxxers, basically. And of course, being associated with anyone who is anti-vax is the death knell because of the biased left-wing media here in New Zealand. And so we have this political hit piece from this hack journalist called Bridie Whitton. National, so the National Party leader, that's our right-wing party, Christopher Luxon unwittingly meets an anti-vaccine mandate protester. So if he unwittingly meets this person, why is this actually making news other than it's a political hit job on the National Party leader? National Party leader Christopher Luxon has unwittingly met an anti-vaccine, anti-mandate business owner heavily involved in the Parliament occupation, which disrupted capital life for weeks and put 8 police officers in hospital. So this business owner didn't put 8 police officers in hospital, did they? Right? We don't know what they did at the actual thing, and this journalist doesn't know what they did as well. But they're tarnishing this business owner's name by associating it with putting 8 police officers in hospital. Absolutely disgusting. Lance Goodman is the Joint Director of Goodman Contractors, a family-operated civil engineering company with about 250 staff involved in major government infrastructure projects, who said he camped at the occupation where he had 4 trucks and was involved in food. So he wasn't even protesting, he was involved in food preparation. Or maybe he was protesting, but at least he was helping out people, right? He is providing 250 jobs for people, which this hack journalist doesn't even understand. Goodman, who was filmed dancing in his underwear to Baby Shark at the 23-day protest which ended this month, met with Luxon and his COVID-19 response spokesperson Chris Bishop when the pair visited the family's Waikanae offices north of Wellington on Thursday afternoon. Oh, it's such a bad thing. It's just disgusting that he was dancing in his underwear. You know, is it even worse than actually putting 8 police officers in hospital? Both said they weren't aware of Goodman's involvement in the protest, which blockaded streets around Parliament before it was broken up by more than 600 police officers using riot gear, pepper spray and fire hoses. Protesters set fire to Parliament lawns, assaulted police officers and harassed the public, blah blah blah. Didn't say that this person actually did it though, did it? Bridie, whatever your name is. What is it? Bridie Whitton. Doesn't mention that, does it? There were at least 250 arrests. It's still going on about what happened in the thing, but it doesn't mean that this person was involved in it. When asked whether it was appropriate for National to visit the company, Bishop said he didn't know Goodman was involved in the protest, but people are entitled to do whatever they want. Exactly what this pack political journalist doesn't get, this left-wing ideologue doesn't get, right? People can do what they want. Just because you're meeting up with them doesn't mean you agree with what they did or whatever. They're meeting up with them because they're an employer, right? They're creating jobs for people. Who cares what they did in their own time? We are here because Goodman's is a major employer in the Kapiti Coast and the Wellington region, obviously involved in major infrastructure projects. He said what they do in their own time is up to them. Exactly, Chris Bishop, very well said, but it's something that the biased left-wing media just do not understand at all. Luxon also said he didn't know Goodman was involved in the protest. Basically, the problem is that these guys are doing a great business, they are doing a great job, which it desperately needs. All political parties said they wouldn't engage with protesters during the operation. But they didn't know that these were protesters. He was a protester, right? So why are you doing this political hit job, Bridie Whitton? My God. Goodman with his sister, who was also company director, said the business had not mandated vaccination for any of its staff. Good on you, because I don't agree with mandates anyway. I agree with vaccinations. I encourage everyone to get vaccinated. I'm triple vax myself, but I don't agree with mandates because being vaccinated will actually protect you anyway. So why do you fear being with someone who is unvaccinated? He said the media and the government have betrayed protesters. I have a good meeting with Chris Luxon today, but I'm not sure that all the politicians are there to serve us. Yep, you're right. The media and the government had betrayed the protesters because they basically cast all of them as anti-vaxxers. Archer said the company stance was about trying to do what was right for its employees. She also attended the protest but said the trucks were there for only a day. It wasn't even us personally, it was to protect the personal choice and try and keep feeding their families. Well, good on those people trying to provide food for families so they didn't starve. So the siblings said they had not funded the protest, although Goodman said he had accepted donations for the protest. About 40 of the staff had contacted the virus, Archer said. The family business works across major infrastructure projects, blah, blah, blah. So what was this whole article about? There's nothing in it about anything other than, oh, the National Party leadership met with this guy who was a protester, but they didn't know it, but it's still bad on them for not knowing he was a protester and meeting this person. That's basically what this crap article is all about. It is absolutely disgusting how the left-wing media behaves in New Zealand, just like left-wing media around other countries as well. It's absolutely disgusting, and taxpayers are paying for these people through the $60 million slush fund that the government has put out, that these left-wing nut jobs can dip into to fund their crap journalist articles on woke left-wing websites like Stuff and the New Zealand Herald. Bridie Whitton should be ashamed of himself or herself, whoever that happens to be, because this is an absolutely disgusting political hit job on the National Party. Anyway, that's what my feelings are. If your feelings are the same, then let me know in the comments section. Or if you think I'm totally wrong, then let me know in the comment section as well. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome, give it a thumbs down. And hit the bell notification, because then you'll be notified when my videos go up onto YouTube. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you in the next video.